There's two videos. One I saw it on TikTok. The other one I saw it on Facebook. There was this video of this young kid who's having issues being obedient because he's raised by his mom, and he's now just right in her face, like right in her face. And I'm like, yeah, young man, young man, never come to that position where you stand looking at your mom. My mom is passed. I'm glad I was never that person. I've never had that confrontation. Never in my entire life. Where I stood there, like arguing with her. Never been that person. But then there's a second video, which is, I think it's a little bit current, of this young man who's also fighting with his dad.
Ngifuna ukuyobona umzukulu wakhe yebo, so buka manje buka abaleke ngibukeni ngicela nimbuke njani. Yes cela nimbuke ya, so ngiyamcela la, ngisicela sobona umzukulu wakhe yebo. Lo uyangitshela ukuthi ufuna sombona mekuphela inyanga. Ithi inyanga kanjani ngoba phela futhi umoto ikhona. Athi anginamali, ithi mina ikhona imali nje nginayo asambeni. Sicela ukuhamba ngobona umzukulu bakhe. Hamba phela ingane yakho, hamba uyibona. Ngicela ukuhamba ngemoto yakho. Hayi hamba wena uyobona insizwa zihamba ziyobona ingane zazo. Sicela ukuyobona ngemoto yakho. Ngicela yami imoto, angifuni nemoto yami. Wena thatha wena hamba uyobona umzukulu. Indaba abanye bahambisa, abanye abadla ekhaya uyabahambisa ngemoto, kodwa mina angikwazi ukuhamba ngemoto yakho, kufanele ngigibele. Impatha lena izenza umuntu ngathi akabanga umuntu ubizwa ngoba ngempatha. Impatha ngoba vele kuyiphatha. Ingqwabelana usambe sobona ingane. Uzukulu wakho. Uzukulu wakho. Kuyimithizwa ngazale wena. Wena ufuna uyangisiza njengomzali. Ngidipende kuwena ngoba ubaba. Uyiphi iphathi ozoyidlala njengobaba? Baba.
And he even goes as far as claiming that his dad took his mother for istwalo. So it's like, on this video, I want to talk about young men. Okay? I need you to understand what kind of a world you're going up to. And so if you have a son, please show him this video. And I hope he will listen to understand why he has to start thinking about specific things now. Okay? It's very important to start thinking about these things now. And so that this does not become the case. You want to be very careful of yourself when you start doing that, because the reason why you might be doing that is because there is no father figure, or there is no male figure that runs your testosterone. So now you do not want any level of structure. You don't want any rules, nothing. You just want to do. So you want to be very careful with that, because that is actually a display of what's going to come in the future. So you want to be very careful of it when you are doing it at your house, feeling like you are being ruled over. You see that particular discipline that your mother might be bringing in because the father is not there, it's going to help you shaping, whether be it, throw out the bin, clean this, clean your room. Can you please clean up after yourself? These things are going to help you. Why? First of all, I'm talking for the young boy before we get to the gentleman. These things are going to help you because you're going to get married one day and your wife is going to be overworked. Both you are going to be working. You are going to be working. She's going to be working. You're going to have to help some way. So it's better off you learn to do these things so that you can have a happy household. Unless you want a war room of a household, keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, it might not look like it's affecting you right now because, hey, your mom might be cleaning your room either ways. It's going to affect you. You're going to have a terrible, I'm telling you. You want to live a short life because you do not want to have any level of contribution. Continue doing that and you will hate yourself. Yeah, Uzozalano, you'll be no different to all these people on social media come out here cursing women. Because why? When they were growing up, they never allowed the structure that their family, maybe their single mother, tried to give them. Can you please do this? Can you clean up after yourself? Stop throwing socks everywhere. Stop. I stay right now currently by myself with my stepdad, and we have order here because we both are clean people. It's everybody cleans after themselves. You clean after yourself. It makes an easy living household environment. Okay. Before I go on to my marriage house, and all of that, you have to adopt those things. So it makes it easier for other people to live with you. So that's the first thing. There is a YouTuber by the name of Krotman. I think I'll show you the picture here. I'll show the picture right here. The one thing I absolutely love about his vlogs, he works and he's trying to build a trading career. You will see he's very hands-on at his parents' house. He's very hands-on about doing things, washing, cleaning, spring cleaning, everything. He puts it as the top of the list, chores and whatnot. And he puts it in the vlogs so that you see what exactly does responsible look like. That's going to give you a peaceful living space. Your role is not to wake up, go to the bathroom, eat, and leave the house. If that's your idea of life, I'm telling you ahead of time, you're going to have a very terrible lifestyle. You're going to have headaches upon headaches. So to save yourself, start putting these rules or the things that they are telling you. Clean after yourself, clean this, do this. Start putting those things in place, because they will make it much more easier when you go forward. It's not rules for nothing. You get yourself used to them. If you don't know to do it, you just don't want to know. You'll have 20 dishes on the table and you will not know no difference. It's like, yeah. Why? Because you're not used to clean after yourself. You'll have clothes right on the floor. You'll have socks everywhere because you're not used to it. And when someone lives now with you, it becomes a burden. Okay? So you want to ease up and get yourself used. Get yourself used to doing those things. So that's for the young man. So that's why that young man, he feels like, no, they're not overly ruling him. They're trying to give him structure. That structure is going to become important later on. But if you want to live your experiment, no problem. Go ahead. Now, to the second gentleman. I could not be bothered to make two different videos about this. To the second gentleman who's fighting with his father, that man looks old. That's the first thing. And I want to bring this particular to young people. I'm not even talking to him. He's already 6 foot deep into it. And so it will be very difficult to kind of communicate to him what he's doing. And so I'm not even talking to him. I'm talking to you who still has a chance to understand and learn from what you're seeing in that video. See that fight that you see between him and his father? Absolutely unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. Now, why? As you grow, you want to have this, and I'm talking to the man, young man, okay? You want this in your framing, that one day you have to leave your parents' house. Just have it there somewhere packed up at the back of your head. Just have it there. Because there is something about men that wants to dominate their territory or their environment. So there's place, Zulus, I think they call it Ukshai Skatul. Yeah, there's places where that does not apply. No matter how much you think you are right, at your father's house, you're going to have problems. At your mother's house, you're going to have problems. So, so that idea, you take it, put it on the internet, leave it there. It does not apply at your mother's house. It does not apply at your father's house. So there are places where you have to realize you have to frame your world. Don't frame your world around your friends. That's a deception. Frame your life as a person who's going to build towards having his own place. Yeah, frame your world like that. This thing of, I'm going to sit with my friends, I'm going to chill with my friends, that's a delusion, my friend. I'm telling you heads on. This young man who's doing this, who's having this fight with his dad, I'm telling you that's his problem. He's probably one of those people that lived a certain type of a life, and right now there is nothing he knows to do. So he doesn't have a framing way to get out and establish himself out there. So this is important. Otherwise, there is a way you live that can only be lived at your house. So now, you see, he wants to rule over his father. Like he wants to give rules to his father. Like his father now is his butler. Like his father must take his car. He has to take his car to drive him to go see his child. Like, what are you saying, bruv? First of all, it's not your car. First of all, it's not your car. Second of all, your dad does not owe you his free time for you to go do what you ought to do. Nobody told you to go get a child. You got a child. No problem. Take a taxi, go to see your child. It's your child. You're not going to guilt trip him for on his free time. Probably he's been working the whole week, whatever is the circumstance. He might be tired. It's your child. It's your responsibility. You ought to, by now, first of all, you ought to have your own place, not at your father's house, trying to rule over your father or put rules over your father. In what context do you even come to a place where you're even accusing your dad of having your father, your mother? Like, you out of place. Like the man them is completely out of place. And so this is where the second lesson comes for the young man. Young man. Youngy man. You frame your life as one who is going to establish himself. So devote yourself to a skill. Devote yourself to learning something. Devote yourself to doing something. The reason why you learn these particular things is so that when time comes, you are able to move and go and establish a life, your life. Not that your life must now be evolved around other people. And now you are entitled. This I mean is entitled. That's the problem with him. He's entitled. That's all it is. It's entitlement at a level where, first of all, you stay at his house. Now, his property is not even his property. Now, his property must be now servant to you. So this is an imbalance you're going to have because now you want to dictate. Now you will want to dictate, and now you are wanting to dictate at the wrong place. So you have to understand these dynamics so that you do not bring wars for your parents. You do not become a stumbling block for your parents. Now your parents have heart attacks. They are now they have high blood pressure now because of you, because you won't frame your life in a way that reflects an individual life. He's your dad. He doesn't owe you taking you to see your child. You have made decisions. Yes, it's difficult. Maybe you don't have employment or you don't have money. If you were asking for money to go catch a taxi, even that is also a part of the conversation. It's a part of your conversation. But to a point where your dad owes you, driving you like a chauffeur, you out of line. There is no way to even make that conversation even make sense. So this is something to understand. As you are growing, you want to root yourself within these traditions or these ideas. The idea that people are going to do for you, it must stop. You have to understand there is a point where you have to be responsible for you. Helping you, yes, help. There is help. They'll help you where they help you. But dude, you're a man. You got to do for you. To see your child, that's a you problem. It's not your dad's problem. So we do not want you to deprive yourself of having your parents living a full life, because now they have the struggle of dealing with you who refuse to do anything. Now, if you're trying to find and shape up, good. Those are good values. Understand when that dynamic comes up and realize your place at your father's house or at your mother's house. It's not for you to stick out your neck. Sometimes just listen, take the instruction and do that. Execute what they have just said. Don't make them look like they are the devil on social media. They're not the devil. The problem is you do not have structure that will actually give you a life that you think is out there. The structures that they are giving, the rules and the whatnot, they're going to help you one day to frame up your life. But if you don't take them, I'm telling you, you are asking for a very terrible life ahead of you. And so these two videos are an example of these two dynamics. When you are grown, you're going to want to get out and establish yourself so that you don't be arguing with people at your house. As you are growing, you want to take instruction because it's going to shape your life so that you are able to live with other people, live with the wife, live with the kids. If you do not build this balance, you're going to have a problem.